My name's John. I work at Motorsport Connections here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. This is a 1973 2002 TII. We've gone through the engine bay, replaced all the coolant hoses, all the airlines, air hoses, master cylinder hose. We replaced all the fuel lines, fuel filter, went through basically everything we needed to make it look and run properly. Valve adjustment. We did upper timing cover gasket, valve cover gasket, intake seals. We've done a digital ignition conversion kit to it, along with the coil to eliminate ballast resistor. We have replaced the fan blade, needed a new fan blade. We cleaned the mechanical fuel injectors with the proper pump and fluid. We pulled the injection pump head off, cleaned all the tappets, replaced all the seals in the injection pump. We made all the adjustments to the air and fuel and idle mixture on the injection pump, and it runs good. We removed the air box. We replaced all the flat pivot bushings, all the foam. We rebuilt the heater valve, and we replaced the fan motor and fan blade. We've serviced all the fluids on the car. New spark plugs, obviously, distributor cap and rotor. It has a new injection pump belt replaced also, along with the accessory belt. We've checked and cleaned and reground tail lights, headlights, and turn signals as needed. Turn signals operate properly with the relay flasher. With the instrument cluster, we had it sent off and rebuilt, so it works properly. Fuel gauge, we regrounded the instrument cluster, fuel gauge, and temperature gauge, and installed a new fuel sending unit in the fuel tank. It also has a new electric fuel pump and fuel lines in the rear of the car. And moving on. I guess that pretty much sums up what we've done to it. I mean, as far as, you know, what's here on the invoice, obviously there's a lot more that goes into it than just taking things apart and putting them back together, but this is one of the better running and driving O2s that we have had in the shop, and we do see plenty of them. So, is there anything that I didn't touch on?
Well, tell us about the condition of the body and the rust of the car.
Sorry, yeah, obviously. There is slight surface rust that is that you can see, but all the shock towers are great. Wheel wells, no rust there. Frame rails are great. The only rust really to speak of is in the spare tire well, which is pretty common. When we removed the heater box, there was just a very slight amount of surface rust around the heater box opening, which is a real common place for these cars to rust out and actually go into the floorboard. All of that was fine. We cleaned any surface rust off of the firewall inside the vehicle and used POR 15 to prevent any rust from forming again. We installed a new battery, hold down, and yeah.
Oh, one last item. How about the clock?
It has a great working new clock in the dash, yes,
Okay.
which was a great expense to the current owner.
Exactly. Thank you, John.
You're welcome.